go. That should be just about good for us there, that camera angle. Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to see you out here on the water this morning. It is 6:45 a.m. I believe we're looking at around 4 degrees Celsius. Feels like 1 or so with the wind. Not as rainy here this morning. In fact, there's no rain this morning. It's quite nice. A little bit of wind. What do you do? Of course, the temperature's not real high. Again, no, what do you do? But without the rain, it's looking pretty good out here, I reckon. Now, today, yesterday I was down this way on one of the points there, and now I've worked my way further down the line, and now I'm on a different point on the same kind of marina system. So, again, also, I will say, hey, Steel City Fishing, good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you here. How have you been? Are you doing well this morning? Good morning for you. Hey man, the rocks I'm currently standing on here, you can't see, but behind the scenes, very, very sketchy rocks I'm standing on. I don't know how we're gonna get through this day without a fall or two. Doing fine? Right on, my friend. Good to hear. Glad you're doing well. Today we're going after some giants on this fine morning. It looks pretty nice out here. I picked a really good spot. Look, isn't that pretty sick? Anywho, yeah, I tried to clear a spot to stand, but it's not real good, you know. So yeah, as far as the fish go here, I'm not entirely sure what to expect here today. I haven't fished this part yet on stream, so we'll have to see how it goes. But I don't even know what kind of fish would be the most common for me to catch up here right now, considering the weather and all. Because, like, pike are gonna be, like, probably pike, right? Like, what would you think? Like, where are the walleye right now? Are they out deep? Where are the bass right now? Are they out deep? Like, I'm just not sure what kind of fish I should expect. A tuna or salmon maybe. So actually I'm fishing a freshwater lake here in Northern Ontario, Canada, called Lake Temiskaming, and we only have like smallmouth bass, not even largemouth bass, but Imogen. I can tell why you would think this is this lake is massive. It's absolutely a massive lake, but so you're tuna fishing. Yeah, there you go. So basically I'm tuna fishing is what it comes down to. Imogen and our friend Bad Blowed Pokey here are onto something. Yeah, so basically though, there's smallmouth bass in here, there's pike, there's walleye, sauger, then your standard rock bass, perch, there's whitefish in here as well. There's all kinds of things, but there's no muskie, there's no largemouth, so, things like that. But I think it's gonna be a good morning out here. A shark, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll catch a freshwater shark. Who's to say, right? Who's to say? But yeah, maybe I'll catch some sort of crazy fish. But I have a question for you though. For anybody hearing this message currently, what is the craziest fish that you've caught? Whether it be a personal best, or just an interesting species that you've caught? What's the most interesting fish that you've caught, or interesting thing? I shouldn't limit it to fish, because some people catch some interesting. Well, I'll just leave that up to you. That'd be cool if you caught a shark. That'd be cool for the first little while, till it comes time to dealing with the fact that I've hooked a shark, and I probably wouldn't be able to bring it in with the setup, but it's whatever. I'd say a smallmouth bass. Yeah. How big was your smallmouth bass? So you catch fish, and my name is going to be Misty. Right on. Well, welcome to this morning, Misty. It's good to have you here, and I do catch fish, or so I try. Yeah, I give it my best. That's all you can do. Do you fish too, Misty, or are you just here for the scenery of today? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Right on. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say that it's going to be looking more like a pike is going to be what we're going to catch today. Just by the way things seem. Russ the Hunter. Hey, Russ. Good morning, Russ. It's good to have you here. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing this morning? I'm doing quite well, me personally. Out on the water, talking with some of my friends. Good. It's a good day. I finished a long time ago. Right on. Right on. So you're not fishing anymore. Doing good, thanks. How about you? Very well. No fish yet, of course. No fish. But is it really, let's ask ourselves a really important question. This is serious. Is it really about the fish all the time, You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced. But, you know how it goes. I saw, bro. Russ the Hunter subscribed. Massive shout out to Russ the Hunter, a new subscriber. Welcome. My name's Cole J. I'd like to personally welcome you to the channel, Cole J Fishing Adventures. It's good to have you here. And welcome. I got sturgeon, salmon, any day. Sturgeon, salmon. See, sturgeon's one of those fish that I would really like to catch one of these days. New subscriber, how are you? Still for life. New subscriber. My friend. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Welcome to the journey. It almost appears as though my camera took a little tumble. But you know what? And that's all part of the journey. Not the plan, but the journey. I'm subscribed, you're subscribed as well. Goodness gracious. Imogen Callipy. Shout out to you. Because you're subscribed, you're part of the channel now. And it's gonna be a good time. So welcome. Mad setup. You know what? Let me just tell you. I was out here a couple days ago with just my phone, right? And the sound quality was god awful. Okay? It was cutting in and out, it was going loud, it was going quiet. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make an investment into a microphone. And boom, here we are. So now, microphone. Why is my camera shaking so bad? Hi, Cole, a little bit better today. Mark, I love how you update me every day. I love how we can check in like that. That's good. Good to hear, Mark. Hopefully, only the best for you from now on. I'll be looking forward to hearing an update for tomorrow, though. If I'm out here tomorrow. It's looking a bit rainy on the forecast for tomorrow. So, if it's going to rain too hard, oh, jeez. Goodness gracious. Jake, Alex. Good morning, Alex Goes Fishing. How are you doing today? Are you fishing right now, Alex? What's your situation? Jake. Good morning, Jake. Nice to have you here on board. Maybe it's the wind shaking your camera. It is, but I have some rocks pressed up against it. Anyway, I might have to readjust that. Are you okay? I'm fantastic. If you're talking about me, I'm fantastic. I have doctor tomorrow. I have doctor tomorrow morning. All right, Mark. Well, best of luck to you there. Hopefully all goes well for you. That's good. Where's the rod? Oh, geez. I get real... Okay, disclaimer. I forgot my gloves at home this morning. So, periodically... Here's the rod, by the way. It's a pink rod again. It's my girlfriend's rod. I forgot my other cars in the another vehicle, and I still have not gotten them. So that's the situation. But, yeah. Pretty good, but I'm not fishing right now. Not fishing right now. Right on. Well, are you still? Wait, where are you from, by the way? Where is everybody from? I need to get familiar with who we have here in the chat. So where's everyone from? Australia. Right on. That's cool. I'm from Florida. Cool. That's cool. You know, Florida's actually, I say this every time Florida's mentioned, but I think Florida would be a cool place for me to go to catch some very, very interesting fish, wouldn't you say? So I bet you catch some pretty cool stuff over there. I'm from Detroit area. Nice, Detroit area. USA, Vermont. Good morning, Nicholas. Welcome. Brenda's from Minnesota. Jake is from Australia as well. Cool. It's very late for me. It's 10:57 p.m. That's crazy, because for me it's 6:57 a.m. That's crazy. But I mean, you're super far away, so I suppose that makes sense. It's crazy that you're watching me at night, and here I am in the very beginning of my day. Cool. Nothing wrong with the color? That's what I think. And look at this. This swim bait here is pink as well. There's no getting past the pink aspect of this fishing setup. But Brenda, 5:57 a.m. for you. Goodness gracious, so you must be working with Central Time. Perhaps. Yeah, right on. I'm gonna try to stop my phone from shaking, because I can't be having that. There. Nice. East, what are you fishing for? Okay, let me just take a cast before I get too distracted here. You know how it goes, eh? There, line's in the water. So now I can confidently say that I'm fishing for, other than just being vague and saying I'm fishing for anything I can get, I'll say I'm fishing for monster pike. Anything in the range of plus or minus of maybe 30 inches or so. I don't know, I can say that, you know what I mean? But I don't know, because we were just discussing earlier what the most likely thing is to catch out here, and I was thinking pike. But is it okay if I leave for a bit? I'll be back though. Yeah. Go. You go ahead. You go ahead. I'll be here. I think. Stream will probably be wrapping up at around 7:30 or so. So, in about half an hour. But if you're around then, I'll be here. Tarpon, snook, redfish, bass, gar, bowfin, peacock bass, Oscar, and many more. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, because for me, where I am right now, I have pretty much pike and bass and walleye, and that's about it. Other than if you go fishing in this big lake someplace and try to catch a whitefish or something. That's it. Like that I primarily catch. Some people have catfish. I don't, so I don't fish for them. But for me, that's pretty much what I get. No muskie, like you're saying. Nothing like that. No largemouth. For Jake, it's 9:59 a.m. Is that a.m., Jake? Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, we're so limited. I'm so limited here as far as fish go. So like, that's why I thought it'd be, because if I want to catch muskie, if I want to catch largemouth, I have to drive about an hour and a half at least south, and then I can maybe catch a muskie or so. But like, it's a bit of a drive. You follow me? So I don't get out much for that. 7 a.m. for me, p.m. Good gracious. Is that one of the Great Lakes? Nicholas, it's not, although it is a really, really large lake. In some areas, actually, this Lake Temiskaming, gets down to about like 750 feet or so. It's ridiculous. But it's not a Great Lake, though, although it is a humongous lake. Maria, good morning, Maria, says hello. I say hello back to you from Cole J. Good morning, nice to see you here. What in the world? I know. It's not ideal, because I love largemouth fishing, right? I love bass fishing. It's fantastic. Muskie fishing, I don't do very often, of course, like I just mentioned. I don't have very much muskie here, although my cousin has a cottage on Lake Nipissing in North Bay, and sometimes he goes out and catches muskie. And sometimes I join him. Rarely, though, but sometimes. But if I'm there, usually I'm going largemouth fishing, because I like that kind of thing. Brenda, my mom absolutely loves walleye, but we fix them. We fish them out of the lake, I think. You fish them out the lake. Good grief. Wait till ice season, monster lake trout in that lake. Oh yeah? Is that so? You know, there's people catch tons of huge pike in this lake in the wintertime. It's crazy. Come to Hibbing, Minnesota. Is that where the tanks are? Come to East Michigan. Fish are plentiful. Walleye, muskie, sturgeon, salmon, trout, pike, perch, carp. You name it, we've got it. Rig, man. That sounds sick. Closest thing for me for pikes and muskie are chain pickerels, redfin pickerels and stuff. Yeah. Even those would be cool for me to catch. Just something new, you know? Something different. It's like I thought it'd be sick to go on a road trip or something. You know, map out places where your target species are. You know, find those places. And then plan a road trip around, or don't plan. Planning sucks, don't plan. It's more interesting that way. You know what I'm saying though? But anyway, you go to the places where the fish you want to catch the fish are. You know, you get what I mean. And then you go there and catch them. Cross them off the list and make some YouTube videos out of it. Make some live stream the entire thing. There we go. Great Lakes are awesome fishing. I fished Lake Ontario one time. It was very, very cold. I didn't catch anything, but I was fishing from shore. I was fishing from shore for about an hour. Actually, I rented a motorized scooter, so that took up most of my day. What is your trophy fish where you live? Trophy fish? I mean, pike and walleye, like, you can catch some big, there's big walleye in this lake. There's big pike in this lake. You just gotta find them, and that's the difficult thing. So I guess that, you know? Yeah, people love walleye here, though. Okeechobee, Florida, dropping in. Welcome, Small Water Charters. Good morning from Okeechobee. Good gracious. Welcome to Canadian lakes here. Bass is amazing fighters. They are. Smallmouth, you can't beat that, you know? Fishing smallmouth with Senkos or whatever you're fishing with. Boom, you know? It's pretty fantastic. Largemouth the same way. Pretty sick stuff, especially you catch them on top water. You can catch them everywhere. Is the fun thing about them. I've caught an 8.4 pound bass out of a brand new pond this summer. That's crazy. I bet you that was not your last time going there. Goodness gracious. That's what I'm saying. Like, largemouth get so much bigger too. So it's fun. It's really fun to fish with them. Because you never know, you could hook into an 8. That's exactly right. But for smallmouth, like, you know, an 8-pounder is pretty much rarely going to happen to anybody. You look cold? Well, you know, I'm not entirely warm. The thing is, though, I forgot my gloves, right, as I mentioned. And so my hands are you know, feeling the impact of that. Thank God it's been forever. Yeah, hope you're having a good day. Keenan. Good morning, Keenan. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing well. Are you going to tell them about the lake monster? The lake monster? The one that I'm going to catch? I'm going to catch the lake tank. Imogen's back. Welcome back, Imogen. Old Tessie. Well, you know, you never know what's going to be in this lake. You never know what will appear. I could catch a sheephead. A freshwater drum, if you will. Rajab, good morning. Good morning to you. Nice to see you here. How are you doing today? X London X Frost. Good morning. Old Nessie, yeah. I wonder what the biggest fish is in this lake. That might have sounded random, but what you know, because this lake goes down to 750 feet. Could be more than that. Like, what the heck's in here? Well, I'll subscribe. I have to go now. I'll watch your next stream. Alex Goes Fishing. Much appreciated that. Shout out to Alex Goes Fishing. Thank you for that, my friend. And yeah, you know, I'll catch you in the next one. Another morning out here. I'll be here. And if you're here, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, but thank you, though. Much appreciated, my friend. Catch that tank, Keenan. I'm going to try my very best with that. What are you fishing for? SB Outdoors. Good morning, SB Outdoors. It's really good to see you here. Yeah, this is quite a lake, eh? Wow, I darn near fell over there. But no, I'm fishing for large pike. Where are you at? Northern Ontario, Canada is where I am currently. Alex Goes Fishing, absolutely. Paul, good morning, Paul. Looking to date you. Yeah, well, that's not going to work out very, very well for us. Maria. A few months ago, I caught a 16-pound carp. Tank. And I also caught my first mirror. What's that? Oh, mirror carp. And I have 3 koi carp and 2 goldfish. Dang. So you're quite the species catcher. The species catcher. That sounds really cool. I'd love to catch any of those fish. Would be like new and exciting for me, you know? Where are you at? So I'm in Northern Ontario in Canada right now. Where are you fishing? Gibby. Good morning, Gibby. I'd love to tell you. Northern Ontario, Canada, on a lake called Lake Temiskaming. Huge lake. I'm in Canada. I've been subscribed since you jumped in the lake after getting a certain amount of likes. Jake. No, I remember Jake. I remember saying the name Jake a bunch of times. As I was, yeah. So you're talking about, well, actually, I did that multiple times. You were there when I was on the dock, I'm pretty sure. That was the first one. Absolutely, Maria. That sounds sick. Paul's looking to date, he said. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Paul. I'm not entirely sure. But, you know. Brandy Walker. Good morning, Brandy. I'm going to let a cast fly. Oh, I'm going to subscribe? No way! Maria. That's incredible. Good morning to everybody. That's awesome. Well, shout out to you, Maria, if you're going to subscribe. If you decide to not subscribe, I mean, that's just too darn bad, but I think everybody may as well subscribe. What do you think? What do you think? That's awesome, though. Thanks, Maria. SB Outdoors, I'll subscribe. SB Outdoors. Shout out to you, my friend. Really appreciate everybody who's watching, everybody who's liking the stream, everybody who's subscribing. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, so thank you to everybody. Gibby, I subbed. Gibby subscribed as well. Good to see. Shout out to you, Gibby. Absolutely love to see it. It's gonna be a good day. What do you think? Good day? The sun, look at this. The sky's looking nice too. Anyhow, Can I give you $100? I mean, nobody's stopping you, Brandy, but you really don't have to, like, for real. Like, just if you're even considering should I or should I not, just hang on to your $100. Put it towards a nice if you fish, put it towards a nice fishing lure on my behalf. I'm in too. Barbara's subscribing. Barbara, are you subscribing? That's fantastic. Love to see it. Everybody's just so incredible. I think that's what's going on. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Absolutely. Russ the Hunter. Very good point they made by our buddy Russ. If you're currently watching the stream, you're not subscribed, and you haven't liked the stream, I mean, you know, that's something to do, something to think about, you know. Barbara is subscribed. Incredible. Thanks, Barbara. Welcome to the journey to all new subscribers and all current subscribers. It's the same down in Ohio. Is it? Is it? Ohio. Man, I'm spam liking. Well, that's good. You know, I don't think YouTube allows you to like more than one time, but if you keep trying, maybe it'll be like, you know, maybe it'll glitch into a second like, which would all be worth it then. Did you caught something? I caught a rock there, Maria. I hooked onto a little bit of a rock, so nothing too spectacular, but something. Actually, okay, the last 2 times I was out fishing this lake, I caught someone else's lure. Like, what the heck is that? Maybe it'll happen again. But welcome everybody to the stream. It's good to have you all here. And, you know, it's good. It's great. You got a boat? I do have a boat. Well, I used to have a boat. I sold it. And now there's a second boat that we're not, me and my dad, when I say we're not particularly using it too much. We mostly use a canoe though. Essentially all the time we use a canoe. Here from NC. I'm having a hard time. What is it? Where's NC? What does NC stand for? I'm not too familiar. However, I would love to know. North Carolina. Good stuff. Glad we could clear that up because I'm not familiar with the United States abbreviations and stuff. North Carolina though. How are things in North Carolina? You doing well over there? Oh. Is it cold? Is it cold where everybody is right now? What's the temperature like roughly? You need a boat. Get to 80 to 120 feet of water, jig for Lakers. Yeah. You know, I'd have to get someone to take me out for that, I think. It would take a lot for me to get set up for Lakers at this point. And I just don't know if I want to get into it. However, though, I would love to fish for them. You get what I'm saying? It's a bit of a conflicting thing. Chilly? Yeah, it's chilly for sure. I'm here from Romania. Maria's from Romania. Right on. Hope you're doing well there. I've been subbed since the stream that I never found you. You never found me. Well, Brandy, we can reconnect here today, which is good to see. So welcome back to the Cole J Fishing Adventures. Glad we could find each other once again. Yeah, it's chilly, about 50 degrees. 50 degrees. So I wonder what that is in Celsius. I don't know. I'm a bad mental converter because I don't even know what the conversion is. Today's warmer. We live in the U.S., so it's kind of bad. You live in the U.S., so it's kind of bad. What's kind of bad? The temperature? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, what did I just start? What are you fishing? What are you fishing for? I'm trying to fish for pike, Violet. Good morning, Violet, for one. I'm trying to catch pike, I think. Or some sort of... Pike could be good. A big pike, though. I don't want a little dink of a pike. I gotta go to school now. Okay, SB Outdoors. Have yourself a good day at school today. And I'll catch you some other time. I hope, anyway. Later, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in. 10 Celsius. 10 Celsius. 10 would be good for me. In Washington State. Okay, right on. Washington. Cool. Cool. 122 Fahrenheit. 122? Jeez. That's pretty warm. That's pretty warm. Is that a cold temperature for you, Johnny, or is that about good? I'm trying to see where different places, what the temperature is in different places where it gets cold. You know what I mean? Perfect swimming tap. Oh, Eli's joined. Good morning, Eli. 122 actually isn't bad for swimming, I feel like. Good morning. I don't gotta go till 15 minutes. Perfect. That's about when the stream will be wrapping up, in 15. So we gotta make the very most of these last 15 minutes or so, with Violet here joining us and everybody else. But 122. Where I am, it is, I don't know what the degrees in Fahrenheit, like, 'cause in Celsius here, it's about 4. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's not warm. Feels like 1. What's up, Cole? I made it. John! Good morning, John. John, you're just in time for the golden sunshine light this morning. Shining right in my eye, but I have no complaints. But good morning, John. I'm glad you made it. In here it's 2 p.m. I'm coming home from school. Maria, that's crazy. You're coming home from school at 2. What, you know, school always ended for me at 3. Are you getting off early today, or is that just when school's done for you? That morning sun, it's pretty good. It's nice and bright. It's golden. You can see it reflecting off me. It's sick. It's sick. It really is. You know what I mean? Hello, bro. Join U.S. fishing in Indonesia. Many fishes in here. Yeah. What kind of fish do you have? Which one do you catch the most? Like, for me, the most common one is pike. Like, what's the most common one for you guys? Am I late? You're only late by about half an hour. But, as they say, better late than never. So, good morning, Outdoor Boy 1320. The high for today where I live is 61 Fahrenheit. Right on. I think the high for me today, I believe, is 6 Celsius. The water's really moving out there. Yeah, it's moving pretty good. Not as much as yesterday, though. Oh, bluegill. Bluegill for you, yeah. No doubt, right? Jeez, I'm gonna take a tumble soon if I'm not careful. I'm gonna throw my knee out or something. I usually end school at 4 p.m. It was early for me. Okay. And what time do you start if you end at 4? That's interesting. Because for me, it used to always be start at 9 and at 3. But it's interesting to hear if people have a different time frame. But yeah, Imogen's back. Violet, I'll try not to fall. I'll try not to. Just like I said earlier, though, before you graciously joined us here this morning, the rocks I'm standing on, extremely sketchy. Extremely sketchy. At the end of the stream, I'll show you what the rocks I'm standing on. You'll understand why I'm darn near falling over. At 8 a.m. and I wake up at 6 a.m. So you start at 8 and you end at 4. It's a long school day. It's a decent day. And you wake up at 6? Is it because you have a long drive to get there, or are you just an early riser? Maybe you're just an early riser. Restart at 7:50, then 3. Huh. Right on. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Mine starts at 8:15, ends at 4. Huh. Crazy how different it is everywhere. You need to set up a breakfast table out there with coffee and biscuits. Actually, John, I always do this to myself. I bought this coffee this morning. And then as soon as I get out here, I set it down, I get talking, and it goes cold. Now it's about half full and it's stone cold. I can't drink that. I'll have to microwave it. Microwave is the thing. Are you fishing alone? I am alone today. Well, am I alone? Me and 25 others. We're not alone. We're all out here fishing together as far as I'm concerned. Bryn. Good morning, Bryn. How are you today? How are you today on this fine morning? No, with no rain this morning. It's good for me. It takes me 1 hour from home to school. Right on. Bit of a trip for sure then. Bit of a trip for sure. Looks like an amazing day for pike fishing. Yeah, it is a good day for pike fishing. For big pike though. Wow, that was a close call. Did you see that? And that's by car for Maria. Rock on. I go to a lake and always catch bluegill that are like almost 2 pounds. Never cast. 2 pounds bluegill. Is that real? I mean, a bluegill got that big. 2 pounds. Seems odd. Bryn's doing well this morning. Good to see. Good to see. Really glad to hear that, Bryn. Look at the sun. I can sure see it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hello there. Hey, good morning. Irish Play. Good morning. Nice to see you here. Thanks for including us. Hey, anytime. Anytime. Thanks for being here and experiencing the morning sun with me today. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the whole point right there. You know, all of us can go fishing together. We can chat, have a fun time, maybe catch some fish as well. Who knows, right? But no, I really appreciate everybody who's watching, everybody who's chatting, subscribing as well. You know, things like that. I like fishing, but where I live, I barely have any water. Yeah, that's tough. It really is. I really feel for people like you who love fishing, but there's only a certain amount of lakes, and with that comes perhaps like just really, really different fisheries. Like for me here, there's lakes absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's a lake, and there are a lot. Some of them are like unexplored, that are back in the bush, you know. So if you're really adventurous, like sometimes I am, you can go to lakes that very few people have ever been to. So it's very, very interesting. And most of the time, I'm the only person fishing on these lakes. Like not this lake. This is like a big main lake, but a lot of the smaller lakes. Gotta go to work. Have a great day. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Keenan, for stopping in. Much appreciated. And shout out to you for being here, being subscribed. Absolutely. That's fantastic. I'll catch you later, Keenan. Have a good day yourself. Have a good day yourself. Actually, I think they're 1.5 pounds. That's a tank still. Are you going to go live in the morning mostly every day? I'm gonna try. And by try, I mean on some days where it's like really rainy or extremely windy. Like I don't know if it's entirely worth it. Like if it's raining really hard, you know, my phone's gonna get all wet. These cords gonna get all wet. Things are gonna start shorting out. My microphone will be soaked. So those types of days, I don't know if it's worth going live for like 45 minutes to an hour. You know what I mean? But perhaps on those days, I'll try to go live in the evenings. So I'm gonna try to go live most every day, basically, to answer your question. But yeah, the Z-Man. Good morning, Z-Man. I seriously am half asleep right now. I believe you, John. It is early for you, because right now you're at 6:24 a.m. Good morning. But my place is afternoon. Good gracious. Everybody's time is so different, and it's really interesting to see how everybody is in different stages of the day, you know? Some people, it's like, it's really late, they're going to bed. Some people, it's afternoon. Some people are heading to school. Some people like me, I'm just sitting out here, 7:24. John's waking up at 6:30. Like, so crazy how that works out. Yeah, the closest lake, like Big Lake, is almost an hour away. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. There's no water in the farming area in Nebraska because all the irrigation. There's no water in the farming area. Huh. Jeez. I'll set my alarm very early just to watch the streams. Right on. Yeah, I'm going to try to start them. The last two I started them at 6:45. I think 6:30 might be a little better. Then I can be live for about an hour in the mornings. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I'm not sure, but I'll have to keep checking on that. See how much rain and etc. But yep. Maria, I have 3 lakes next to my house, and a lake has a 60-pound carp. Not kidding. Well, that's crazy. How do you know it is a 60-pound carp? Did you catch it, or did someone you know catch that thing? Tank. I love carp and koi. Koi are pretty cool. The only koi I've ever seen, this is going to sound... Anyway, I'm just going to say, the only koi I've ever seen were at the Mandarin Canadian restaurant. Actually, I don't know if it's Canadian. It's in Canada, of course, because I'm in Canada, but I don't know if it's Canadian specifically. Anyways, they have fish at the entrance of the restaurant. That's the only... Anyway, I'm here at 7:30 p.m. No way! So you're 12 hours ahead or behind my time. That's cool. Crazy. So you must be like, well, you're in Indonesia, you said. I want a little pond with koi. Koi are pretty cool. They're pretty cool fish. I might just skip school to go hunting. You may as well. Just do it, man. Just do that. Yeah. It's all good. You know, school's gonna be there when you come back, but hunting days are perhaps far and few between. You know, a good hunting day. So you gotta go ahead and do that. I have digital learning day, so I can finally just watch your live for today. Right on. Digital learning day. So you stay home and you learn through like online videos and stuff. Kind of sick. I really like the microphone because it's improved your sound quality. Thanks, John. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad it's still working out really well. But I think it's a really, really great improvement. I also have, that I picked up yesterday, a microphone that connects to my phone, which is there. And it's Bluetoothed, not Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth? I don't know. It's Bluetooth to me, and then it connects, and I just connect it here. It's a smaller microphone that connects here, and then I can speak to that, and I can kind of move around freely without having to be close to the mic to keep the sound quality. But I think this is working pretty well for me because I'm stationary right here as it is, right? So I don't mind that. I don't mind this for me. What state are you in? ES21. First of all, welcome and good morning, unless it's afternoon for you, or whatever time it is for you. But I am in Canada, Ontario, actually, matter of fact. Silver 22. Morning, bro. Good morning, Silver 22. Not good for me. I'm snagged. Not good for me. I'm snagged. It's way brighter in this live because the time change. Yeah, it's looking good out here. It's good. It's been sunny. Like 6:30, it starts to get sunny. Well, it starts to get lighter, I should say. Everybody make sure you've liked and subbed. Very good point there. If you're not subscribed yet, I highly suggest that you do. Worst case scenario, you can always unsubscribe later if you find that you're not enjoying what this channel has to offer, but I hope that doesn't happen. There are posters with the lake at the bar next to the lake, and the owner told me that there's a 60-pound carp in the lake, and showed me the papers for the fish. That is crazy. Because that's huge for a carp, right? I'm not super familiar with carp, but I'm pretty sure that's an absurdly huge carp. Like, what's the average size carp? Where you are, Maria, what's the average size carp? Good morning, I'm in Arizona at 5:30 a.m. Still dark out. What are you fishing for? Good question. Right now I'm snagged, so I'm kind of at a bit of a halt. I was after pike though. Pike, kind of primarily. If I catch a walleye or bass or something like that, I'm not going to be upset certainly. But I'm thinking more odds are going to be towards a pike or so. But yeah, good morning, Silver 22. Hey, Outdoor Boy, how you doing? Cool. I would never unsubscribe to your channel. Oh, thank you, John. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. But I have to put it out there, because some people Some people do, and that's okay. People who unsubscribe, you know, they don't need to be subscribed anyways, I suppose. Go for a swim and get that snag off. I don't know if I'd survive. Planning to get out my canoe today. Could be the last paddle of the year before the ice up. I don't like that fact. Could be the last paddle. Goodness gracious, not the ice, man. That's good though. So you're off again today, and there's no rain. Unless you're working today, and you're going after work or something like that. But yeah, sounds awesome. Are you going on Temiskaming, or you're gonna go somewhere else perhaps? Play the guitar, or maybe it helps with the snag. Play the guitar. I don't have a guitar. Maybe you could play the guitar. Maybe that's what you meant. Hurting because my orthodontist put a stiff stainless steel wire on my mouth for the last step of my braces. Well, the good news is it's the last step of your braces, my friend. Keep that in mind. I'm going to try to get the snag out of here. Hey, good morning, football fisher. I'm just trying to get my snag out of here. Okay. We are all good. Yes, off today. Don't tell Mother Nature. Probably a smaller lake. Absolutely. That's good. Well, I won't spread the word too much there, but that'll be fun, I reckon. Should be a good day for it, you know? So hopefully that goes well for you. Best of luck to you. Wish you the best with your perhaps last canoe paddle. Good gracious. Amber Carlson, what's up, man? Good morning, Amber. I'm out here fishing. Lake Temiskaming. I just got my lure unsnagged, so now I've put it down, taking a bit of a pause. Playing music would be an interesting addition to your live streams. John, it's funny you should mention that. I was just thinking that yesterday. What if I had a speaker out here and I played some music just lightly enough that it adds a little bit. What do you think? Should I give that a try? I think that'd be interesting. I don't know how well you'd be able to hear it with. Anyways, it could be worth a shot though. Unless there's a way I can add music onto here directly. I don't think there is. I'll have to look into it. Play the guitar. String your snagged line. It's a way to get snags out. Oh, really? I never knew that. Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll have to try that on the next snag. I'm sure it won't be my last, that one there. So I'll have lots of time to do that. Might get in trouble for copyright? Yeah. So that's the thing, right? That's the thing. However, I would most likely download a bunch of copyright-free kind of background music, and then I could play it there without any issue. Like the kind of music that I play in my YouTube videos. That stuff's all copyright-free. I'd never get in trouble for that. So, yeah. But yeah, copyright BS. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if I skip school, I'll get in trouble tomorrow, but I really don't care. You know, yeah, I was about to say, for the record, I was about to say, well, you only live once, but I don't want to, I don't want to sit here and convince someone to skip school. That's not a good thing to do. But sometimes, right? There's a time and a place for these types of things. Look at the sun. Good gracious. I love your videos. Thank you. Katerina. Thank you for that. Where are you? Safe. I'm in Northern Ontario, Canada. Currently in Lake Temiskaming. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching the videos, Katerina. What country? Canada. Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you go saltwater fishing if you're in Texas? If I was in Texas, I would like to go saltwater fishing. Maria's gonna go. I think I'm gonna head out as well, Maria. If it's okay to go hunting, then I think it's okay to skip school. I think you might be onto something there, but we'll just kind of leave it at that. Are you ending your live? I will be ending the live stream here. I have to go to work at 7:34. We're getting. I've been live for just about 50 minutes, which is decent. I think if I come out tomorrow, if it's not too rainy, I'll try to come out here at 6:30. That way I'll be up for an hour or so live with all my friends. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, this stream is gonna have to come to an end. It goes by so quickly once I'm out here. The trip out here is not so good, but once I get here, it's pretty good. But Edwin, Silver22, John, Outdoor Boy, I'll see you all later on, I'm sure. The sun is beautiful and I really enjoyed your live stream this morning. Thanks, John. I'm glad you were able to be in attendance. But later, everybody, have a nice day, bro. I hope you all have a fantastic day as well. Whatever stage of the day you may be in, enjoy today. And I'll see you all in the next live stream. Cole J signing out for now. Peace out, everybody, and I'll catch you